going on? Sorry. Yeah, that light's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm going to be teaching you the easiest slack trick, some people say, and I need some light in here. Hold on. There we go. Some people say that this is the easiest slack trick, and it is pretty easy. It's probably the one slack trick that you want to get into slack, and this is called the trapeze and brother slack, and it looks like this. Just like that. Now, one thing with all slack, you want to have your string tension be completely neutral. Okay, so once it's completely neutral, you need to get to your trapeze and brother mount, and you're going to pinch this. You're going to pinch the, with your thumb, you're going to pinch the string right here, so that you will have all the slack. Because if you weren't going to pinch it, all that slack would go down like that. So, pinch it so you have the slack. Now, you want to swing it over and put your finger in the middle of the slack. Now, a good thing about this trick is it's a really fast slack trick, so you won't need to have it completely neutral, but it's still a good idea to have it completely neutral. Although it can have a little bit of twists, because once it's in the air, it won't bother you that much. So one thing to make this a little bit easier to do is, instead of doing your regular trapeze and brother, when you have it on the trapeze, with this hand, you want to use all three of your fingers to get it down. And this will create all this room right here, so you can easily get it on the trapeze and brother, and then do the slack. So definitely recommend doing that. One other thing is, when you're doing this, try and break it down as much as you can for doing it. And then once you have it down, and then once you have the trapeze and brother down, you can start doing it immediately after you have your trapeze and brother. And when you use in the air, one problem that I had learning this trick a couple months ago is I was doing it this way, and it's not the way you're supposed to do it. The first time my friend showed me this, I got it completely right. And actually, it was actually my first attempt a couple of months ago. Yeah, a couple months ago, a bunch of friends showed me it, and I got it completely right the first time. But the other times that I tried doing it, I couldn't get it. And the only reason for that is instead of doing this, which is the best way to do it, again, you're supposed to throw the slack this way. I threw the slack this way, and the slack doesn't stay with it that long. And so you're going to want to get this, and really to get the best looking slack and an easier slack for you to catch is, once you have it on here, don't let this triangle right here be too long. Let the yo-yo go down a little bit to like right here, because this looks like an actual triangle, and it's a little easier to catch because it's a lot wider. It's a lot wider, so you can put your finger in easily. Because if it were just like this, with your thing up like this, you see the slack wouldn't go all the way around, and even if it did, it would still be hard to catch just that rectangle instead of this good triangle. And as you can see, it went all the way around that time. And I like this because you don't even have to land it on the string, because you can go ahead and do a Brent after this, like when it comes back. But now, one way to save time by doing this trick is, instead of getting on the trapeze and then hopping off on your middle finger, simply throw a breakaway, and it will come back into your brother, and it will save a little bit of time. And another trick to do after that is revolutions. After it, you can also get here and start doing revolutions. So that's a good way. And for me personally, only two slack tricks are really easy, and that's trapeze and brother slack, or Yuki slack. Oh, great. Yeah, or Yuki slack, and cheese whip. And magic trick. Today uses cheese whips unholy. But yeah, these are just some of the easier to learn, easier slack tricks to learn. So yeah, that is slack one more time. This is what it looks like. Sorry, that's not really what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Just like that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.